My name is Rose Santiago, and I'm looking forward to sharing some great information with you today. So go ahead and get that great herbal tea you love or that awesome fruit smoothie you like to drink and come sit down with me, relax, and let me share with you a video series that I have prepared just for you. So stay tuned and let's begin. Hello everyone, and welcome to the video series part 2. And we are talking about, what do your thoughts say about you? Today in this second video, we're going to get right into it. We're going to go a little bit deeper into your thoughts, what you think about, you bring about. And I want to elaborate on the quote that I did last in the first video series, the first part of the video series. We were talking about what our thoughts do to us, how they can help us or they can hurt us. So the quote here from the Buddha states, "We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make our world." This is what the Buddha says. And honestly, here is a question that I have for you. What are the primary thoughts you think in a day? What are those? Are they primarily negative thoughts, or are they primarily positive thoughts? This, you might say, so what difference does that make, right? It does matter. It does matter because according to this quote, this quote was written thousands of years ago, and it still applies today, right? The question that we want to know is the primary thoughts you have, because if you're primarily thinking negative thoughts in a day, right? If you're primarily thinking that, you're creating negativity, more negativity in your life because of those thoughts. If you're thinking primarily positive thoughts in a day, you're also creating and expanding your thoughts to bring more good into your life, to bring more good things into your life, right? And on average, if you don't know, on average, we think between 60 to 80,000 thoughts in a day. And that is scientifically proven that we are primarily we're thinking that many thoughts in a day. That's a lot of thinking. And if our thoughts are leading us to thinking things that are harming us, that are hurting us, then that's creating our life. It's creating our life to be good, or it's creating our life and our world to being bad. Sometimes people say, oh, I don't understand why these things happen to me. Why is it that I'm always having bad luck? But when you say statements like that, you are creating more bad luck. And so it shouldn't surprise you that when you say a statement like, why does this always happen to me? Or why do I have so much bad luck in my life? Well, the mere concept of you saying bad luck always happens to me, you are the one that's creating, you're actually prophesying that bad luck is happening to you. That's what you're going to create in your life. Interestingly, before I had my son Gabriel, I was such a person that I would actually dream that my son, that I had him in my arms and that he was falling, that I would drop him. Or I would think things like, what if I don't know how to take care of my son? What if I'm not a good mother? And all these ideas of being a mom for my son, this negative thinking was happening in my life. Every day I was thinking certain thoughts. What if I can't take care of him? What if I don't know how to do the things that is required of a mother to do for my son? And so I start thinking all these thoughts in my head that are not conducive to making me a good mother even before I became one. Has that been your experience? Have you experienced that when something was going to happen in your life, you become so afraid that you are not going to be able to do something because you are already putting these fears in your mind, right? But I then said to myself, you know what? What if I'm a good mom? What if I'm going to be the best mom ever? What if I stop thinking all these thoughts and maybe start thinking of the way that I could be a good mother? And how, despite what my physical challenge is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That should not affect the way I care for my child, right? The same way it shouldn't affect you in whatever it is that you're feeling that you can't do, that you are unable to accomplish something because your thoughts are in the way, right? When I had my son actually in the hospital, I remember the first time that, I got my C-section, and then after the C-section, I heard my son's cry. I remember when they first put my son right on my body, because I was actually strapped to, when you're in the operating table, you're strapped to these things on your legs and your arms that it doesn't allow you to move. I heard his cry, and the doctor put him on my chest, and the first thought in my head was, my God, I am gonna be a great mother. I'm gonna do everything in my power to ensure that my son is safe, that I can take care of him, that if I don't know something, I'm about to learn it. So you see the change, right, in your thought process, and throughout the years, that's exactly what I did. I took care of my son, and I was able to, right? So I want you to confront what it is that you're maybe afraid of, the thoughts that maybe are in your head that are not allowing you to take charge of what it is you have to do. So what I want you to do in this video, and what I want to challenge you to do, is wear a rubber band. Get a big fat one. Get a big fat rubber band. Put it on your wrist. What I want you to do is, every time your thoughts come in that are not serving you, that are making you feel that no, you can't do something, you're not able to, your thoughts start telling you what you can't do, then what I want you to do is I want you to pull on that rubber band. And I know it's going to sting a little, but you know what? This is an exercise that's going to teach you how to stop immediately the thoughts that are not helping you, that are not healing you, that are not doing anything good for you. And I want you to then, when you pull that rubber band, it's going to sting a little to remind you, no, those thoughts are not allowed, okay? They are not allowed, because those thoughts are not serving any real purpose in your life. They're not creating any real change in your life. Changes that are positive, that can help you move forward. They're not helping you. So I want you to get that rubber band right now and put that rubber band on your wrist. And I'm going to challenge you for the next 30 days that every time you have a negative thought, every time you have a thought that is not taking you to some place that is good for you, that's not positive, I want you to pull on that rubber band. And at the end of the day, I want you to write down what thoughts you had on this day that are not serving you, that didn't serve you today, that made you actually feel sad or angry or frustrated, or emotions that are really not taking you anywhere. They're just making you feel worse. I want you to do that. I want you to write down what those thoughts were. And the next day, I want you to purposely remember what those thoughts were and try to stop them from coming in to your mindset, to your thought process, to your brain, okay? It's a work in progress, but you are able to do this, and I know you can. So this is my step 2 for today. Remember that what you think about, you bring about. So what are those thoughts that you want to have in your head? out of all the 60 to 80,000 thoughts that we think in a day, what are the most thoughts that we want to have in a day? Are they going to help us, or are those thoughts going to make us take us down? The choice is yours, my friends. And I want you to learn that you can control what you think about. It is possible. So start today to think thoughts that make you feel good, that make you feel alive, and that make you feel positive, because these are the thoughts that are going to take you to better places in your life. It's going to create a world for you that is good, a new reality of great things coming into your life, because that's the thoughts you're going to place in your mind. So thank you everybody for stopping by. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And remember always to live your true essence in mind, body, and spirit every day. Love you. Have a good day. Thank you all for stopping by and checking out my video. My intention is to help you learn, grow, and expand in thought so that you can live a more purpose-driven life. I love sharing this information with you. If you liked what you heard and saw, please do give me a thumbs up. If you want to comment, I would love to hear your comments. I always do look forward to hearing them and reading them. Also, if you know someone who can absolutely benefit from the information you just watched and heard, please do share this video with them. You could be making a big difference in their lives as well. So thank you again, and I will look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.